Why do bicycles fall over? Because they're too tired. Too tired? Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. We've learnt quite a bit over the past few weeks, so let's quickly recap. We know that our brains have special cells in them called neurons. There are how many of them? 100 billion neurons. When we struggle, our neurons are struggling too, and that's important because that's when our neurons start to fire and make connections. That's thinking faster, and that is your brain getting smarter. The more connections you allow your brain to make, the closer you are to becoming smarter. After all, our brains are capable of incredible things. Do you remember Penelope Perfect? She put so much pressure on herself to get everything right that her brain stopped working. And once she relaxed and accepted that you can't be perfect all of the time, she was able to continue her growth and development and to make progress. Do you remember Raymond from last week's story? He also tried to get things just right, and he didn't remember to look back on the progress that he had made. He didn't speak kindly to himself, and so he became frustrated. But when he looked back, he realised that actually he had been making a little bit of progress, and that added up to big progress. When we're having difficulty with something, it might be a subject in school or trying to solve a problem or learning a new skill, it's easy to say, I'm not smart. But I want you to remember that your brain can improve, that your brain behaves like a muscle, but it takes effort. It also takes a strong mind, as Kate from today's story discovered. My strong mind. Kate is a sporty and happy girl. She does well at school and has many friends, but like everyone, she faces difficult situations at home or at school. Sometimes things just don't go as she likes. She is slow at getting ready for school, which makes her parents grumpy with her. All her friends can do cartwheels, but she can't. She's afraid to stand in front of the class to do show and tell. And her friends sometimes say mean things. One day, Kate read a book about strong minds. She learnt that everyone has their own brain and can make up their own mind. You can teach your mind what to do so you can tackle any challenge with a positive attitude. When you practice, your mind gets smarter and stronger. It's okay to try and fail because over time your mind can help you get better at anything you want. Kate decided to use her mind with all of her challenges. That evening, Kate wrote a list of all her tasks. Get dressed, brush hair, brush teeth, pack school bag, and many, many more. The next morning, she told her mind to do one task at a time until the entire list was done. Kate focused her mind on her task list. One by one, she finished the tasks and ticked them off the list. She was ready for school in plenty of time. Her parents were very surprised. When Kate arrived at school, her friends were doing cartwheels. Kate never joined in because she couldn't do a cartwheel and she did not want to fail in front of her friends. Kate told her mind, it's okay to try and fail because every time I try, I get a little bit better. She tried her hardest, throwing her hands onto the ground and lifting her legs, and she almost got the cartwheel right. Her friends giggled, but Kate felt good that she had practiced. She told her mind, well done. That day, it was her turn to do show and tell in front of the whole class. Standing before a big group always made Kate very nervous. She told her mind, it's okay to feel a bit scared. You can do this. Kate closed her eyes and imagined how she would deliver a great show and tell, speaking clearly, making eye contact, and smiling more. Because she practiced in her mind, she wasn't so nervous in front of the class and even enjoyed her show and tell. During lunch, she sat around with her friends in the schoolyard. Some of her friends started to be mean to her. Kate got very angry and felt like screaming. Then Kate told her mind, count to 10. That helped her calm down, so she didn't feel like screaming anymore. Kate told her friends in a calm voice that she didn't want to be treated like that, then walked off. In the evening, Kate had a basketball game. Her team were very unlucky that night. They were missing some of their best players, and hardly any balls went into the hoop. The other team had many strong players, and they were way ahead in the score. Kate was tired and felt like giving up. Then she told her mind, keep trying your best. Kate kept running and running as long as she could. Her team lost the game, but Kate still felt proud that she did the best she could. Kate was very tired from a long day, but couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about all the things that happened that day. Kate got out of bed and found her dad lying on the sofa watching television whilst glancing at his phone. "Daddy," Kate said. Her dad wasn't really listening. "Daddy!" Kate said more loudly. "You're not listening to what I'm saying." Her dad looked up at her. "Did you know you can tell your mind to stop looking at your phone and listen to me?" "You are right," said her dad. "I'll put my phone away and concentrate on you. Can't you sleep?" Kate shook her head. "Let's play a game to relax called Rock the Boat." Kate and her dad both lay down on their backs and put a little paper boat on their tummy. They listened to some quiet music and took deep breaths. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing made the boat rock on their tummies. After a couple of minutes, Kate's mind calmed and she started to feel sleepy. Dad carried Kate to bed and tucked her in. Kate asked, "What were your 3 favourite things of the day, Daddy?" It made Kate feel good when she heard all the positive things that her dad had to say about his day. "Well, what Watching you do your best at basketball was surely one of my favourite things of the day, said her dad. This made Kate feel happy. Kate fell asleep to her dad telling her all of his favourite things, and her mind grew just a little bit stronger that day. In this story, Kate showed what's called mental toughness. There are 4 characteristics to mental toughness. I wonder whether or not you recognise any of these characteristics in yourself. Number 1, commitment. I promise to do it. I will set a goal for myself and I will do whatever it takes to deliver on that goal. Number 2, control. I really believe I can do it and I will keep my emotions in check when I'm doing it. Number 3, challenge. I'm driven to do it. I will take a chance and I will take risks, and setbacks will make me stronger. And number 4, confidence. I believe I have the ability to do it and I can stand my ground if I need to. Do you have any of those characteristics?
Pause for thought. Mental resilience. Sometimes things seem complicated. For example, there were times when Mr. George, Mandy and myself used to pack a van with all the steel pans. We used to scratch our heads wondering how they all going to fit inside. We didn't know how to do it, especially with all the drums. When we become confused, we need to walk away and have a think, have a conversation with somebody else. And when we look at things from a different viewpoint or a different perspective, things become clearer and they become easier. So that is how we build mental resilience. Thank you.